of getting things done or not, whatever you care to do. Um, I know.
Very weird.
What?
At least to me, I don't know. You sounded very like in a tunnel.
He
Yeah,
came
you got
back.
very like
though.
tin canny right at the beginning, and then your voice came back.
Yeah.
It kind of sounded like we were all like playing that game like when you were a kid and you did the tin cans and the string.
Yeah, kind of.
Very strange. Maybe it was just everything starting at once.
I blame StreamYard. Just blame StreamYard. You're usually right.
It's always true.
Okay, I will blame StreamYard. That's the word. Anyway. Oops, no, that's not the button I wanted. I wanted that because I don't want that logo up. All right. I am Jace Maxwell, author of urban fantasy and possibly horror coming to Velo if I can actually get my shit together and write it. I'll be working on that today. It is the story of how an apocalypse comes along, and it deals with like I don't want to get too deep into it yet.
And it deals with spoilers.
Bam, bam. It deals with Crazy Frog.
As all things rightfully should.
Right.
No, it's a drilling operation for oil, but what they get is not actually oil.
Evil.
Dun, dun, dun.
Looks like it. All right, let us introduce the rest of the people. I'm going to pass the introduction to Amber.
Hi guys, I'm Amber Craft, and I feel like shit, so I probably won't talk a lot today. My camera don't really want to work that well today either, so it works. Yeah, I write things, and today I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might read, whatever my fuzzy brain lets me do. So yeah.
Pass it on to Charlie.
Hello, my name's Charlie. I'm a non-binary sci-fi fantasy writer, and today I'm working on, well, I didn't expect to be working on a rebranding of all of my magic, mysticism, and spirituality channels, but during my meditation today, I've very strongly had a title go through my mind, and I found that it was available on Twitter, Instagram, and the domain name was available. And I took that as a sign, and I now have all three, which means my Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube channel and the domain name are all the same now. So nice. I'm doing a surprise rebranding of all of that because the spirits demands it. Just demanded by the gods it is. Sako?
Howdy neighbors, I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are interested in videos that pertain to marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel. And it's not just me talking, it's also BC Brown, and Courtney Project, and Hearth Breathings, and it goes on and on. But you should drop by sometime. I would love to see you. Chloe?
Okay, I am Chloe Alice Balkan. I write paranormal romance and erotica, and I host streams on Word Stitch Write-ins on Wednesday evenings, and also all over the place on my Twitch channel, which is also Chloe Alice Balkan. And I don't know what I'm working on today because I had an idea. I wanted to keep going on this novella that's almost done, but I'm like right before the climax and I can't figure out how to actually get to the events of that. So I would like to work on that, but also I've been spending all day setting up my old Etsy cross stitch pattern shop that they like banned me from Etsy years ago, and I tried to sign up for Etsy yesterday and they let me in, so we'll see how long this goes for.
Oh.
keep working on that.
Right on.
Yeah.
So the way you were saying stuff at the beginning, it reminded me a little of Sako's introduction. So my brain inserted some of Sako's introduction, and you're like, "Yeah, I write paranormal romance and erotica." And my brain said, and sometimes I combine them both. And then you said,
I do, in all fairness,
In
but
all
That's the thing. Yeah,
But the
kind of.
reason-
You're right.
but the reason I chuckled is later on you said you're working with your Etsy cross stitch store, and I like, okay, paranormal romance, erotica, cross stitch.
I am multifaceted.
That might be pushing it a little.
I mean, that's what cross stitch is,
Yeah,
and that's
also,
what erotica is.
like Deviant Stitches is really popular, okay?
I say go for it if you can find a market.
There is. It's already out there. It's already flooded, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rule 34 got it faster than I could
There's
imagine.
a huge market for dirty cross stitches. Yeah.
34 got it faster. Oh, that was me.
Yeah, that was my bad. It just like updated your stream.
Ah.
I had unmuted the site on accident. That was my bad.
Oh, shoot. I was trying to get something in. I typed in the wrong screen. I was trying to get a timer.
Reading, I need to make sure so I'm like one of the cool kids. So Spence says, hello, lovely Lees, and we respond 20. Got it.
We respond.
Yeah, I was trying to get my 20-minute timer, but I was using the wrong keyboard, so it went to that computer. The one that's got the stream up.
Yeah,
So
I think right now
20
I'm just gonna read because I can't think good enough to write in my story. I've got episode 2 going up on Velo tomorrow, and then I have no more, so I probably need to edit. But I feel like crap. So
Oh, I have to do that too. I just realized I don't think I have anything queued up right now. Maybe I'll do that. Or I did just get a library book that I kind of need to read before it's time to return to the library. So I have options.
well, we just yesterday got the poll results for the book of the month. So like we're 11 days in, and I have a 348-page book to read.
So what do you want to do?
What I want to do and what I need to do, what I have to do, are 2 to 3 levels right now.
Hi, Sage.
Hello, Sage, with the turkey.
With the
Turkey
turkey
lurking. All right, shall we start a sprint?
Sure.
All right, let me share the screen. God, I got so many windows open.
Okay.
Is that okay? It is on there. All right, we will sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, sprint 1 is done. How did people do?
I'm coming up with ideas for the new Chronicle.
I got sidetracked for quite a bit of time earlier today, trying to think of what I wanted to play.
Right on.
Do you want to give any of it away?
Not yet.
I meant like what game it is.
Oh, it is Mage the Ascension set in Montreal, Canada.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
According to the cloud reader, I got 9% read with this book.
Cool.
I proofread about half of a Vela chapter and realized I am terribly behind. I had a beta reader, and then I lost my beta reader.
Oh no!
It's Sandy, and just she's overwhelmed with motherhood right now.
Right, of course.
So yeah, so I just kind of stopped writing, and now I'm like, oh shit, I've only got like 3 chapters even roughed, and I forgot to post this past week, so I need to get this post out immediately.
That's horrifying.
I feel that.
Yeah, Jace, we are still on the timer screen.
Yes, we are.
As long as you know. Also, Haley has made me feel guilty about the watermelon that I purchased on Tuesday that is still in the grocery bag.
Oh.
It's fine. It was purchased on Tuesday, but like I really should have broken it up, especially since we had company all week. Like I probably should have
Probably cracked it open at some juncture.
presented it to company instead of forcing old baklava on everybody.
Hey, let it sit long enough, it'll become wine. It's good.
Yeah.
For what I'm sure is just a mere coincidence, I now have "It's a Sin" by the Pet Shop Boys stuck in my head. I'm sure it's completely unrelated to the watermelon still being in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay, but Old Baklava sounds like a name for like the homeless guy down the street.
The
I
old
just-
homeless Greek man down the street.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Oh, baklava.
I gave $1 to Old Baklava down the street.
We have
It's
a
fine.
nudie.
It's just like with age, it becomes more homogeneous. So it doesn't have quite the crunch that it did before, and also it's just like uniformly sticky.
So yes, Sako noticed, and I noticed as well. We have Jessa here, who is new to these sprints.
Oh.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I retract the old baklava statement now. We're not weird. We are absolutely not weird people.
Oh,
for
we're
yourself,
weird, we
honey.
love it, and that's what makes us all great.
You found you
My phone
haven't.
agrees.
If this is the first sprint you've been to, I'm sorry.
I'm not. These are some of the best people on any of the platforms.
Aw.
Honestly, this is also the cleanest conversation we've had in probably months.
Oh, that's very
There
true.
hasn't been a single sex joke. Y'all are slacking. Oh, except for
Well,
like
I mean,
the
in
cross-stitch
fairness,
thing, but
I
that doesn't
am
really
working on
count
my
because I was
spirituality
talking about
sites today,
erotica.
so that may be having an effect. I got all of the new graphics uploaded,
Ooh.
and all of the names of everything changed. So
Ooh.
Spence has it right. No, they are weird, but us weirdos got to stick together.
amen to that.
And in my defense, I'm not on my game to take any of Charlie or Jace's comments and make them bad.
I'm preoccupied.
Although I did a wardrobe change into a less tight shirt because I'm feeling hot. But I gotta show Charlie. Look what I found.
Oh my gosh.
We
Sure.
When we went
You
shopping,
are hot.
yeah, when we went shopping, last weekend for Kira some clothes. We went into I think I got this from Spencer's, and we were looking for shirts, and I was like, they won't have, like, every time I go in, I'm like, they won't have typo negative. Like, it's been so long, whatever. I can never find anything. Kira's like, you sure about that? And she pulls it out. I'm like, I don't even like this shirt, but it's typo negative. Gotta get it.
But it's like, oh.
Yeah, I'm about to give up on doing lyrics unless I can find a singer for the music thing, because the only register I can get my voice to record well in is basically my bass baritone, and I feel like I'm doing knockoff typo meets Sisters of Mercy music, and I feel like the Muzak version of them, and it's not making me happy.
Well, we're both bass baritones, so if you get us both recorded together in slight harmony, you can have sort of a what is it, like a throat singing kind of vibe.
Throat singing.
I did record some throat singing for one of the tracks because that's something I've been practicing, and I'm just like, maybe I should just like double down on learning guitar and just go full on death metal. Just do that. Just.
Oh, we love you, Spence.
We love you, Spence.
So much.
Oh God.
But let us talk of vocal industrial things.
Hey, you know
at
what
some
though?
juncture.
Yeah, honestly, you put Charlie and Jason, you get another one, you might actually like sound like the tenors. Like, that would be amazing.
The three basses. Wait. No, that sounds like a teenager on a date.
Girl. But yeah, I've been writing what is either really weird poetry or song lyrics lately. I don't know which it is because there's a very fine line between the two things. So I've been experimenting.
Ooh.
I feel like the experiments will get better once the keyboard arrives, because then I can actually like cycle through thoughts faster.
Indeed.
I'm kind of like.
Oh, I'm gonna melt, Spence. That's like water to the wicked to the west.
You were too nice to all of us, Spence. We love you. Yeah.
And Jace isn't mentioned.
Jace isn't mentioned. Aww.
No, Jace is the one that brings them all together.
Let
Let our powers combine. Smut.
Also, in case it isn't clear, when she says that I know way too much about many specific things, it's absolutely sex stuff.
Yeah, if you need random Discovery Channel information, like that, I'm your girl. Like, yeah, always everything else.
It's harder not to make it dirty for Jay. Sorry.
I mean that's very fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you make it dirty, your husband will clean it up.
I can't even. Like,
The power wash game.
oh, that's so not where. So I'm going to be doing penance during the next sprint for what went through my mind.
If it helps any, for some reason, my brain just accept this. My brain, when Jay said that, immediately went to a trash bag filled with pudding.
Casey bastard, I can't.
I swear we have to make like variant versions of that emote for Mr. Spence's channel.
Spence, did you choke on some of the pudding?
16 pounds of pudding.
That was a great time in all of our lives.
I just love the fact that a few weeks ago she says he brought home a trash bag and it actually wasn't food.
Oh, Mr. Spence is a delight in our lives.
Yes.
It was yogurt,
yogurt
and
and
no.
Oh, excuse me, it was yogurt. No, there was pudding. I remember pudding because
I
we were
remember
talking about it
pudding.
being in the industrial cans.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember pudding.
Oh god. At some point, Spence, you just need to like make a list of everything he's brought at home in the trash bag for us.
Oh, this will be like the ultimate game. Like when either the Christmas Vampire Mystery, when the Christmas Vampire Romance comes out, or any of them. Like one of the games is what hasn't Mr. Spence brought home in a trash bag? And everyone who gets the right answer gets a copy of the book.
It's a copy of the book.
It's sort of like 2 truths and a lie, except it's like 12 truths and a lie. And each one is like more bizarre than the one
The
before.
last.
And
Yeah.
only one of them is not true.
Yes, there was industrial cans of pudding. We were
Yeah.
right.
I guess they just were not in a trash bag. I guess that was where I was slightly
Oh,
wrong.
so that
on
was also a thing. Yes. Okay. So the yogurt
Now
was
I'm-
just the most recent. Is that the deal?
Now I'm picturing him like in a clown outfit with that in the with the yogurt in the bag, and just doing the Homido play that,
Yee.
and then
Oh,
whacking
God.
somebody with it, and it just being an explosion of yogurt.
Oh my god! Why did you have to make it dirty?
Hello, Chloe, have
So
you
much
met Jace?
creamer on. Come on.
You were doing so well.
I didn't. Well,
Yes, you did.
Oh my goodness. All right. So about this
Yogurt. Oh my
sprint.
god.
we can do a sprint. I have the
I have
jellyfish pulled
penance
up.
and an Instagram post to make. So,
All right, we can sprint. All right, get ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. All right, Sprint 2 is done. I actually got a small amount done. Once I removed myself from chat. Very hard to do,
Mhm.
especially when I'm learning about pear trees that live on vomit.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
That's so odd.
It was a weird conversation.
I'm not sure if it belongs in like an absurdist semi-comic story or a horror one.
I mean, like I have a friend who like revitalized his garden by peeing all over it, but like that's a different thing. and it wasn't deliberate. He just drank too much and liked to pee outside. And it turned out it did wonders for the garden.
Wonder what he was eating.
Mhm.
Oh, I think it's just a normal, like I know with dogs that like it's, I don't know, there's something weird with urine where female urine kills the lawn and male urine feeds it. I don't know, it's real weird, but like it's a thing.
I
know
knew that about
with dogs.
the dog urine, but I didn't know it was gendered.
Yeah, it's real weird. I don't know. It's just, I know, like I said, I know because we had so many dogs growing up. And I don't know about human woman urine because I don't pee outside. So I don't know if I would have like counteracted him and killed the garden. I wasn't testing it.
I love that was a clarification that happened. Like, I'm really happy about all of this.
Yay, Laura!
I have to take things to their logical conclusion, no matter how dark they go.
Yes, we did get Laura coming in and letting us know that she is up to 48 followers on Twitch, which is
You only need 2 more.
So close.
Just 2 more.
I'm so
And all
proud
the
of
other
you
things
just for
too, of
40
course.
minutes, because
So
I'm not
close.
quite there yet.
And also Diana came in. Hello, Diana.
Speaking of Twitch, I spent that entire sprint talking to my sister, who is going to be coming into town on the 20th for our mother's birthday.
Cool.
And she is going to be joining us on the stream that
Oh,
week.
neat.
I don't know if it's going to be both days or not, but if you, like me, like, I am a pale imitation of her. Like, my entire life has been like following in her footsteps in every possible way. She is amazing.
That's adorable.
I'm very excited. So, and I also think one of my nieces might also be joining us on the stream that week.
Awesome.
So I'm very excited. Though, if my niece is there, we will have to be on our best behavior.
Oh.
And perhaps you should not invite your niece. Or how good does your niece read?
She probably will not be reading the
because then
chat.
it's okay.
Yeah, she probably won't be reading the chat, so that'll be fine.
Yeah, that
As long as I don't have my weird Proud Mary moment again, it'll be fine. It'll all be fine. And yet again, I'm still very sorry for that. That should not. I'm sorry.
Also, speaking of Twitch, I made an emote for my level 3.
Yay!
It's like a golden rimmed red heart with a pride background.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the tier badges for Twitch right now, and I don't know what I want them to be. Like, it's driving me nutty.
Okay, what's a tier badge?
In your
I gotta make mine too.
in your channel settings, you
Oh,
can.
bits tier down there.
So there's the bits tier, but there's also if somebody is a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 subscriber, they can get flair that shows up around their name, and you can customize that, and it can change depending on how many months they've been a subscriber. So there's a lot of artwork what needs to be made for that section.
I'm trying not even to think about all of that yet.
And
I still got
since I've
Like,
started
is this
seeing
a
people.
market somewhere? Like, we're all doing this ourselves, but
Mhm.
like, is this?
I'm a
something
graphic designer.
Well, I mean, like, I'm not. So, just to be clear, I'm not saying for myself because I am able to do this, but like, is this something that like people are actually like? I feel like most streamers have to go to somebody else to
Mhm.
do this stuff, or
You would
do
be
most streamers
surprised
do
at
it
how many
themselves?
people do them themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas me has no talents on any of the computer things to do that. We'll be hiring Sako when I go to do mine.
Yes, absolutely. People hire Sako.
I did
I
BCs.
mean, Sako knows me already. I am fine with doing this stuff myself. I just realized that like I feel like most gamers probably are not also graphic designers.
Although,
depends.
for my channel points, the golden dragonfly, that is just yoinked.
Oh,
Oh, I hadn't thought about that either. Like so far I've only done the one with my cat with the star on his nose, which is an actual photograph of my cat with a star on his nose. But yeah, I hadn't even thought of like looking to see if they just exist out there already pre-made to just use that.
Yeah. I mean, that was my thought, is just draw them and take a picture of it, and that's the emote. Like, that's what you're getting. Because I can draw,
Yeah.
but I can't put the drawing on the computer worth a damn unless I'm like, here, Sako, draw this on the computer.
So
hey, no
Jessa
problem.
asked, what are Charlie and Chloe's YouTube channels? And I will top that by saying every one of us on stream has a YouTube and Twitch channel.
Mhm.
So I
However, our names on the thing don't necessarily
Right.
reflect that.
match.
Yes, I do my writing streams, if I can speak, on YouTube under Word Stitch Write-ins, which is me and my buddy Sandy. I do also have a Just Me channel, that's Chloe Alice Balkan, and on Twitch I am also Chloe Alice Balkan.
Yeah, keep it simple. I'm just Amber S. Craft everywhere. Well,
Sometimes author Amber S. Craft.
yeah. It's
Actually,
always-
on Twitch, you're the Unknown Series.
I know. I need to change that, but it's a thing. It's on the to-do list of a mile long.
There.
Yay! Woo,
I had something in my head, and it's just gone.
it's gone.
I do have a question for Haley. Was it a trash bag of snack cakes?
I
You
wanna
know
see
what?
it.
A trash bag of snack cakes would not be the most horrible thing to.
Yeah, no.
Arrive.
They're so wrapped already. Absolutely dump them all in a trash bag.
Although
What kind of snack
maybe
cakes though were they? Because now I'm curious if they were just like the generic, the like
Crumpet.
poured fondant style snack cakes, or if they were like fudge rounds or ho-hos or what.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Fruit
are they?
pies.
I had a friend. I found out this past. My friend that was just here. I think I mentioned when I was talking about the watermelon. We had a friend staying here this week. He had never had Nutty Buddies before.
Oh, but they're so good.
Yeah. It was so bizarre. Like at first we were like, oh, you just must know them under a different name. They're the like wafers that are filled with peanut butter and covered in chocolate. You can like peel them apart with your teeth. And if you don't eat them like that, you're a weirdo. And he was like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, what the fuck?
It's like a vanilla wafer on steroids. What's wrong? Why can't you? Why have you never had one? Like, I understand if you're up in the U.S., like, they do go by different names, but no, what?
Yeah. Like if he was not American, I'd be like, okay, but he's from Ohio.
I'm trying to think if they're under a different. I'm trying to think if they're under a different name up here.
I don't think so.
In Nebraska, they were just Nutty Bars. They weren't like Nutty Buddies or.
Yeah, they were Nutty Bars. Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what brand they are, or like if you're going, just like Walmart or Aldi or whatever generic. I think they're usually called peanut butter bars, but
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But I do find all of those wrapped snack cakes and snack treats and stuff to leave like a waxy, greasy film in my mouth.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Then you're doing it right.
That's actually why I prefer hand pies. Those are my jam. Oh my God, Mr. Spence.
And now my mind is right back where it was, and I have more plans to do.
But no, seriously, Mr. Spence, I still want to know what kind of snack cakes were they?
What kind of snack cakes
our deviant inquiring minds want to know.
I mean, I just, I'm a cake decorator, and I
Must know.
eat what that comes from my love of cake. So,
Although all this
their forms.
talk of sugar is depressing.
In my in A Christmas Demon for Clara, I literally have a scene where she is a high professional baker, and she literally recreates Little Debbie fudge rounds for the demon she's in love with, who is obsessed with Little Debbie fudge rounds. And she figures out how to professionally make them. And in order to do that, I had to gather all of the people in my bakery for us to figure out how we would do this if we were tasked with it. Yeah.
So Diana says that Nutty Buddies were served with school lunches in Ohio before the no peanuts thing. So it is
Craig
actually
is
Nutty
50.
Buddies there.
Craig is 50. He has no excuse for not knowing what these are. Oh,
Correct.
fall snack cakes. Those are good. Those
The
are
fall
the
snack
generic poured fondant ones.
You know what I want though? I want maple ones.
Oh.
I don't think I ever had those, but I've never been a fan of maple, so I probably just avoid
I think I just
You
had a
just
full
spoke
out-of-body
blasphemy to Jay.
I'm sorry. Even you are not the first ones. My roommate insists on having real maple syrup in the house at all times, and if he is not paying attention, I will absolutely get the pancake syrup from the pantry to put on my pancakes.
You know they may burn you as a witch in Canada, right?
I acknowledge that I am a trashy person. I'm fully aware of this.
Hello,
Hey,
Tugwaddle.
Tugwaddle, hail.
And I'm gonna blame it on really disappointing oh God, what are they called? The mystery chocolates. The little stickers, that you get at Valentine's Day and stuff. I feel like that's
that you don't know what's in it unless you read the map on the back of the cover.
Yeah, and I think is it maple nougat? That's just the grossest effing thing ever. The
Russell Stover things are awful.
Yeah,
mock maple.
I also have an issue where roses smell like soap because my grandmother had rose soap. And so, when I smell roses, I don't smell soap and think it smells like roses. I smell roses and think they smell like soap. So, I'm assuming that
happens a lot.
Memory association, yeah.
Is anyone else amused thoroughly that Laura is the one who screams, "You dare mock maple."
Laura's Canadian, right?
She's in Canada.
Yeah. So that's fair. You absolutely. I realize that I just basically pissed on the Canadian flag. I get it.
You saying that about Maples telling a Nebraskan that the Cornhuskers are just a football team. Like, that's how blasphemous that is.
Right.
You're in Nebraska. It's just another football team. What?
I did also write. I did write a whole rant today about how post 9/11 Americanism was actually not as good as everybody pretends like it was now.
Here.
So I'm just like crapping on everybody right now. It's okay.
It's not just that's someone's.
I'm thinking he's talking about pissing on the Canadian flag.
What about you, Devin? What have you to say about pissing on the Canadian flag?
That's a valid question, Haley.
Did peeing on it kill it? That's the question we all want to know, Chloe.
Yeah.
Because then we would know.
That is for Devin and Laura to decide, I guess.
Lol.
All right. Oh yeah, I was gonna say the thing tasting like soap. It happens a lot when people make lavender, put lavender in sweets.
Oh, really?
Because for a lot of people, lavender in soap. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they equate lavender with not food, but with soap.
Yeah,
Which
toiletries.
is weird. Yeah, which is weird because like the regular lavender that you get on like toiletries and stuff actually smells nothing like real lavender. Like English lavender is so strong, it's its own potent scent that you won't think is anything else. It's
The English Hardy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully as a child we did not have lavender soap, so lavender is still good for me. It was just my little child.
I like putting it in shortbread.
What was that?
I like putting it in shortbread.
I do too. I put it in shortbread. I also make a really nice lavender lemonade, and I just use a lot of herbs de Provence a lot, which I get really, really angry if the blend does not have enough lavender in it, because a lot of times they will hold back. And like obviously there is a point where there is too much lavender, but I think a lot of the like really generic brands of herbs de Provence hold back more than they need to on lavender.
I agree.
When my dad was really into, or my sister's dad was really into making bread, he I think the best one he ever made had lavender and lemon zest in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so good. He'd do lemon zest or orange zest, and like they were so good together. I never would have put those two together with a bread, but it was so good.
Oh, I make lavender lemon bars, I guess would be the right way of saying it
really
as
good.
That
well.
sounds delicious.
Which like some people get really, really mad that I fucked with their lemon bars. So people who like appreciate lavender and things really
But
like
lavender
them.
and
But
lemon-
people who like get raging erections over lemon bars get pissed with my lavender ones. It's really funny.
Oh, I think you broke Sako with that comment.
Raging hard on for lemon bars.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How dare you put flowers in my lemon bar? How
I
dare you
never
put peanut butter
realized
in my chocolate?
That
How dare you
people
piss on my
got, like,
Canadian flag?
I never realized that people got so pissy about lemon bars being just slightly different flavor profile. Like of all of the things in the world, it's just a slightly different bar. But no, how dare you?
I know many years ago, someone brought in some lavender cake that a friend of theirs had made, and it did taste like soap to me.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's too much lavender usually.
Usually.
But
Yeah.
I also have had it's a Kroger brand ice cream that had lavender in it, and it was delicious.
Mhm.
Was it like honey lavender? Is that what it?
I can't remember. It might have been.
I feel like I remember it was like a honey vanilla lavender. Yeah.
That
Yeah, that was really good.
sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was really smooth. Yeah, I remember.
Mhm.
it.
Oh my god, why has everybody had this ice cream and not me?
Weren't you the one that hadn't heard of Kroger?
No, I know of
Kroger's by
Kroger.
you.
I don't live in an area where Krogers exist.
Ah,
Well, if you depending on where you live, like Russ is owned by Kroger. Sometimes they'll have things that only Kroger has. Yeah, you just have to like type in Kroger and see like what stores they've bought, because a lot of times if only Kroger has something, like I didn't know Russ's was part of Kroger one time when I went to Nebraska, and they had some things that only Kroger had.
No, I'm in the southeast, so
I don't think like I know that Kroger owns a ton of different grocery stores. I don't think where Saco is, there are any of them though.
Yeah, there
I
might
don't
I
think
feel
there's
like
any.
Saco, you had about the same as what I had in Delaware, and none of Kroger's chains exist
Yeah, I
in
think they're
Delaware.
mostly
It's
like
crazy.
I think they're mostly south, and then it goes straight up the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think there was, other than the gas stations, I don't think Kroger owned anything in Washington when I was up there.
Kroger is king. Yeah.
Also, I hate Kroger. Like, I am unemployed right now because I refuse to apply at Kroger. I am positive that they would hire me immediately, and I'm not doing it.
why do you hate it?
You sound like me with Randall's. Like,
So, like,
we moved back down here, and I hate Randall's.
I like right off.
I hate Walmart.
I have been unimpressed with pretty much everything store brand from Kroger. I don't know. Our Krogers are just kind of bad here, but also they are still starting all of their employees at under $10 an hour. Whereas, like, I can go to Walmart and get like $13 an hour starting. So, yeah.
The other day, I was getting groceries, and when I left, I saw the sign in front of White Castle that said hiring $15 an hour. I was like, White Castle, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good on you.
I didn't realize, because you never really, if you're not living in the state, pay attention to it. But in the 13 years I was gone from Texas, they never raised their minimum wage.
No, I'm in Georgia.
Years, it's still $7.50.
Yep.
Like, really?
I am in Georgia, and when I first started working for Publix, Kroger hired at 5 cents above minimum wage. So it was, I believe, $7.30 at the time. And at Publix, this was almost 10 years ago, I was hired in at $9.50, and 3 months later, I was making $10.25. And that is a massive difference from $7.30.
Massive.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a freaking degree in business management, and I can't even get like just entry level work as a secretary or something more than $10. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm used to making 15 to 18 doing entry level associates. Like, it's crazy.
You should go to White Castle. I don't have a White Castle near me. I don't know if I could do it because I'm vegetarian. I don't know how long I could last.
No
more
well,
for me. McDonald's management was the last one I did. That's it.
Oh, you've already done fast food management. Okay, then absolutely don't do it.
No.
It's one of those things for like a few months. If you've never done it before, you can kind of like, 10
years McDonald's. I'm done with fast food.
Yeah. No. Don't go back.
That is fair.
Again, I said that with customer service when I quit doing like the phone call type jobs too. And what am I doing now? I'm a freaking service advisor at a dealership. So I'm still doing customer service, just less phone calls.
Just less phone calls.
Okay, we should probably sprint.
Okay.
Yes.
Because it's been a while. It's been a while.
That was the most Johnny McGovern I've ever heard you sound.
Work, bitch. All right, we're going to sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That is sprint number 3 done. I did not write that sprint, but I still got more done than I usually get during these things. I got 243 words in this stream.
Cool.
But yeah, I had to listen to Johnny McGovern because it got popped into my head, and I haven't heard it in so long. And I listened to the song for the fellas who like fellas, and
Sorry,
It
not
is-
sorry.
it is so good. And I went down in the comment section, and this one guy said, "Ha ha ha! I fucking love this song. Oh man, I remember when this song came out. I went bananas. Hell, I even got all my friends who are straight into this song." And then the reply was, "I was straight when I heard this."
Nice.
So I discovered Johnny McGovern because a straight cis friend of mine came over to the house and said, "I just found this on YouTube and I need to know if it's funny or homophobic," and played Soccer Practice because he wasn't sure if it was gay humor or humor making fun of gay people, and wanted to make sure that he was being an ally.
And when you saw it, it's like,
Oh,
it's
honey.
gay humor, and now I need a few minutes to myself because, damn.
Right?
Yeah,
But yeah.
I listened to that one before I listened to this one, so I had to listen to both.
I just thought that was so cute. Like, so I found this, and he was so sheepish about it. It was so cute.
I should put it in. I should put the links to these songs in probably in your Discord, just so other people besides us know what we're talking about.
True.
I actually got 21% read, which, considering I'm starting to feel feverish again, isn't bad for 2 hours.
Mm-mm.
Like, yeah, Kira's like, I was like, do I have a fever? I feel really hot. Like, I went from being really cold to really hot. She's like, you're a little warm. Here's an ice pack. Because, like, the last page I think I already read, like, 3 times. I'm like, I'm done. I give up. So I think we're gonna go eat at 6, and then I'm going to bed early again.
Charlie, I have a question for you.
Yes.
When you upload your stuff to Vela now, are you also filled with a crippling fear that
Yes.
you are uploading the wrong file?
Yes.
But also, are you doing absolutely nothing extra to make sure you're not doing that?
Yeah, that's kind of been my experience with this whole thing. Like, I'm still looking at it as part of my rollout. I'm not looking at it as a destination in and of itself, because like these books that I'm currently working on, they're going to be 200K each. It's going to take a while to get through them. So by having them available over there, people who are really, really chomping at the bit to read them can read along on the journey as we go through the writing process together. But I'm still looking at it just as a rollout for people who are super interested in the stories, because after my experience with them, like, I don't think I've dedicated 3 videos on my channel to anything before. Like, it's the closest thing to a series I've ever done. It's just because they're jerks and pricks and terrible people. So, though I did get an apology, which I did not expect. So,
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's all
Oh my
I'm gonna say.
God, I didn't hear that.
yeah, one of the their author liaison apologized for the way that I had been treated and said that they were going to talk to the departments and try to get this fixed so it doesn't happen again. I don't know that I believe the latter half of that, but
Yeah.
the fact that they took the, like, it wasn't like a I'm sorry if you were offended, or I'm sorry, it was just a I'm sorry you should not have been treated that way. Like, it was a full out, like, decent apology. So
which was kind of the whole point of you trying to get them to answer you the entire time was, I just want to know why. So, like, first off, that was overdue for them to do that. But whether all of us, like, getting on Twitter and blowing it up for you, or you finally hit the right person to realize what was going on, I'm proud that at least something happened from that.
So the thing that I'm most offended about this whole thing about is it's turned me into that person that I'm so tired of rehashing all of the things that have happened, that, like, my real life friends are like, you've been really stressed, what's been going on? And I've just been sending them links to my YouTube video, and it's made me that person that's like, I just can't explain this anymore. Here, just watch this video if you want to know. And
Yep.
I don't think I can forgive them for having them make me that person.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, as
my
a
whole
creator-
messed up job quest thing has turned into, like, me explaining to one person what's going on and taking a screenshot of it and sending
that to other people.
Like, I can't type this out all over again, but, like, let's talk about what happened this week.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just kind of sucks because as basically artists and entrepreneurs, like, we already have enough stress having to do everything ourselves. So to add that stress from an outside source, not even remotely wanting to help or give you some kind of answers, and you can't choke anybody for it, it's like,
I mean, yeah. Because it's like with Twitch. I mean, Twitch has become, to my great surprise, one of my main sources of income. And like last night, I tried to make sure, and from what I can tell, nobody noticed what was going on, but we were constantly being followed by the Murderbot swarm. And I spent the entire stream blocking and banning all of the Murderbots as they were slowly building up on the thing. And, like, that was an extremely stressful experience. Like, y'all need to fix your...
And what drives me crazy about that one is that they are fully aware of that problem. And they're like, here, this is what you can do to fix your problem. I'm assuming you all got that email as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this sucks that all of the hate raids are happening. Here's how you, like, just deal with it yourselves. Lock your accounts. Like, what the fuck? Fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are taking a couple of people to court over hate mongering.
Yeah, I have seen that. So,
Which is good, but they're also should absolutely be addressing the fact that they're literally suspending accounts for stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're suspending good people for what bad people are doing and what they're fully aware that it's the bad people doing and not the good people.
Yeah.
Well, and it sucks because you're watching a stream, and if you're somebody like me that doesn't have the money to follow everyone you love and be a subscriber or whatever, like, when somebody has that happen, they're like, I'm sorry, guys, I've got to switch over. And you're like, well, fuck. Like, there goes what I was doing. Somebody was entertaining, and, it makes them lose their base, that people that are actually coming to get to know them and stuff. And it's more hurtful to us. Why won't y'all fix it?
Yeah.
And the fact that they're mainly targeting smaller streamers is also a huge problem, because it's keeping people like us, who are just like up and comers on the platform, from feeling fully emotionally involved in it. Because I really like being over there. I like the community that we're building over there. I love the channel points thing. Like, it's hilarious and fun. And now that Kat has taught me about the dragon, I need a dragon on my stream. But
But I understand why they're attacking the smaller streams, because the larger streams have moderators that can, like, basically, just kind of check in 24/7. When you've got like a whole, when you've got 100 volunteers to moderate for you, then, they know not to go after those people, because they're not going to be able to fuck up those people's lives. And that's the only purpose for them to do what they do, is to fuck up people's lives.
Yep. And, I'm old enough to remember the picketers outside the gay bars when we would go in. I'm old enough to remember getting attacked leaving the gay bars at night and having to fight my way back to the car through the hateful... I'm part of that generation, and I'm not one who wants to back down. It's just, unfortunately, I don't have a vicious drag queen named Rhythm who can just like take names and kick ass on my behalf right now.
So really, we need to find Rhythm for you.
Yes, we all need a Rhythm in our lives.
Well, I hear Rhythm is a dancer.
Thank you. Thank you.
He
I
was,
wanted
and
to say
seriously,
it, and I held back.
My favorite thing was when people would piss her off, the DJ would start playing The Rhythm Is Gonna Get You. And we would all just gather around and watch as Rhythm would read somebody to filth and leave them in a puddle of ashy tears on the ground. And it was
nice.
Wonderful. But so needless to say, that Gloria Estefan song has a very different meaning for me. But the people that they're going after are all of the marginalized groups that they can find. It's all people of color. It's, the LGBTQ community. I have yet to hear of them going after a cisgendered heterosexual male.
I have yet to hear of that as well. I got attacked on YouTube by a hate bot just the other day. Jesus is our friend.
Oh.
And YouTube does not have the same abilities that Twitch does, because it's not like super easy, but it's a lot easier to get monetized over on Twitch. So you can at least do the subscriber only and block them out of the channel, block them out of the chat.
Mm-hmm.
That's so much harder it feels like an impossible goal over on YouTube. And it makes me kind of glad that I'm not streaming on YouTube right now. Just because if that were to happen to me again, because that has happened on previous streams, I would have no recourse,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is nice though. Like, it doesn't happen nearly as much on YouTube. And that, like, it is very rare that I see anything like that happen on a YouTube stream. I see it a lot more on Twitch streams. Like, obviously it does happen, but I was pretty shocked when I went to Twitch and saw just how often it happens there.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had a bot on my Sunday streams.
As we all rapidly find some wood to knock upon.
Yeah, the last one I remember was, I'm trying to remember whose stream it was. I think it might have been Sky's.
Last one I remember was Jules.
Oh yeah, that was a bad one.
And luckily, like, she had a whole bunch of us as moderators on there, and it was.
But yeah, the fact that it has to happen
They
in
had
order for something to be done about it.
they had so many accounts coming in, and like it was like trying to fight off a swarm of gnats.
Yeah,
It was just.
Well, like until mine happened, I didn't have. I think Jason Meadow were my only moderators, and then everybody was like, it was like the one time Jace wasn't with me, and it was like, "Are you all seeing this?" And I was just writing, like I wasn't even paying attention. I had to go and moderate like 3 or 4 people right then because it was like I can't catch all this. It was crazy.
Fun times, fun times. Streaming is awesome.
yeah.
It is. It really
It's
is.
great.
It's
You know
this
what's
is-
funny is like, so I just a couple of hours ago I applied to a psychic line, and like as a job, and dealing with hate bots, and especially on my witchy channel, like that is becoming like a selling point for like being a psychic online. Like how one of the questions they asked me was, how will you deal with unruly or unreasonable people? And I was like, let's talk about this again.
I like that I'm the one who responded like that when I am the most averse to dicks in the room.
Let's talk about dicks, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
I just can talk about them a lot. Which also, a perk to doing these streams made me like really good at being a panelist last weekend. Because
Yeah.
actually I do have answers to all of your questions now. Like I do just have them right there. I already know how to answer this one. I got you.
I got you.
Maybe your reviewers are bad reviewers and it's not your story.
That does happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the questions. Somebody was like, I'm having issues with like I believe she said reviewers, but I'm pretty sure it was beta readers that she was talking about. Where they didn't like what she was doing with this thing, the way she was handling something. And somebody else gave a good answer about like, you know, getting sensitivity readers and stuff like that, which was like a totally fair answer. But then I was like, just putting it out there.
It might not be you.
Yeah, it might be like if your readers are like not people who usually read this genre, then they're not the right people to be giving you feedback on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my first book, I like straight up says this has sex, violence, things like that. And like halfway through the book, someone was like, I didn't know it was going to be physical sex. I thought it was going to be emotional. I'm like,
what does that even mean?
What does that mean?
Like tantric? Are we doing tantric here?
I mean, are we doing some Twilight shit where they went to bed, end of chapter? I mean,
Talking about sex?
what
So
part do you want
non-physical
to have
sense, non-physical sense sex, is that like a mind fuck?
I was thinking, is this mutual masturbation? Like, what are we doing here? You sit on
have
that
to
side of the
do
room. I'm
both.
going to sit here. We're going to watch each other. Like,
Pardon me whilst I explain tantric to Mr.
I would pay so much to be a fly on that wall.
Wait, hold on. We can end the stream and go into Charlie's Discord, and you can do that live so we can hear it.
Oh my.
Or I can send you the link and you can come on.
I'm sorry I'm like this.
Sorry.
But why? Why are you sorry? This is what I was explaining to my sister in our long kvetching session that we had during the stream. Is like, I am tired of apologizing for who and what I am, and I'm not doing that anymore. Like, people either
Here.
get on board with my life or bye.
If you don't know me enough by now, then why are you surprised this came out of my
Right.
mouth? Like, I'm
'Cause
not sorry. Sorry,
she
not
was-
sorry.
Because she was asking, like, well, have you talked to, our other brother and sister and any lately? And I'm just like, they've known me for 45 years. If they're not used to me and willing to be like around what and who I am, I don't have time for that. Like,
Yeah.
sorry. Like, I just don't have time for that.
Inviting us back here, so.
I was
I
like, my
know, I have a
sister,
great time.
my sister the other day, I was talking to her and she's just like, I said something. She's like, oh my God, you actually said that? I was like, oh yeah, I forget. You don't live around the 2.0 version of me anymore. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck anymore. Living around with my mom for the last 2 years, her moving in with me, there were things I couldn't say. Sorry. Oh,
All right. Speaking of inviting people back,
probably
Segue
scared
right
away
there.
a few.
let us do our outro so that I can invite you all back next week. All right. I am Jace Maxwell, author of Urban Fantasy and Horror, editor for Rose City Editing at rosecityediting.com. I do gaming streams on my Twitch channel and writing related stuff on my YouTube. And we just finished a game this morning on Sako's channel, the grand finale of The Great Wen. And I won't tell you if we survived or not, but there might have been someone pushed overboard. All right. And Amber.
All right. I'm Amber Craft. I write paranormal romance. I put a new promotional code up on my last video or live stream or whatever, so you can get the Audible for Unknown Love at a discounted or free price. So make sure you go check that out. It'll be on my Sunday streams for the next few weeks. So I stream every Sunday at noon Eastern, whatever time that equals for you on YouTube. And right after Charlie on Wednesdays, with the exception of this past Wednesday because I was too sick. So over on Twitch there, and all my links are always down in my videos. So hopefully see you tomorrow.
Hi, my name is Charlie. I do too much, just too much. I have a YouTube channel. I put videos out, and since I figured out an audio trick, I'll be able to get more of those out soon. So you can check out the Charlie Dorset YouTube channel. I also stream on Twitch every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and it's a lot of fun over there, even when I'm completely stressed out. Apparently, I'm very good at not showing that, with the exception of I do the Proud Mary thing, and I'm sorry. I'm still sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I also do music as Project Shadow, which you can find wherever music is. I'm like thrilled that people have started using it as background music on their streams and stuff. Like it freaks me out every now and then because I go in and I hear my music playing and I'm like, oh, I left something on, and like, oh no, it's them. They're doing it. Oh wow. So there's that. Also, the Project Shadow podcast is back, and the first episode came out yesterday. In a long time, it explains all the reasons why and what will be happening over there in future. And I'm rebranding all of my creation, spirituality, mysticism, and magic stuff to Creation's Path. And you can find that on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And yeah, that's me. Lots of magic stuff coming out from me soon. Just be warned.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt. I write urban fantasy /horror ? I am also a witch, a chaos witch, and I am a graphic designer. That was my degree in college and everything like that. So sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are interested in videos that pertain to marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel, Sako Tumi Kesvoit. It's not just me talking, it's also people like Lisa Daly and the Courtney Project and Heart Breathings and stuff like that. So BC Brown, among others. So drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Hi, and I am Chloe Alice Balkin. I write paranormal romance under Chloe Alice Balkin, and I write erotica under CB Alice, and we're not talking about the other pen name that we almost did.
I had to stop myself from saying it earlier because it's so much fun.
I mean, you're welcome to say it.
Especially when you were talking about
especially
when you were talking about having dick on the brain.
See, Alice. And I also am now designing cross stitch patterns. Again, they're actually all old ones that I'm posting. But they are on my Etsy store, which is Chloe Cross Stitch. So that's happening too. And I stream on Word Stitch Write-ins on YouTube. We do streams 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. I also occasionally stream a variety of things on my Twitch channel, which is Twitch TV / Chloe Alice Falcon. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing a Bob Ross off where me and a friend of mine are going to be painting a Bob Ross painting together. And then on Monday, Haley and I on Haley's channel, I don't know what Haley's channel is actually called, so she'll have to fill that in. But we're going to be doing a craft in. We're both going to be sewing on Monday on Haley's channel.
That's wonderful.
So I am doing a little bit of everything, and most of it is online, and that is me.
Excellent. As always, it has been a wonderful time. Not as always, I got some work done today.
Yes.
So I hope to see everyone who can be here once again next week. Goodbye, happy time zones, and be well.